Las Vegas may have a reputation for fun and sun, but it is also a place to do business. And nowhere is that more evident than at RECon, the Global Retail Real Estate Convention. This is a gathering of developers, brokers, retail establishments, suppliers to the real estate industry, all here to do business, to learn from each other, and network. Not only did the RECon folks take up my picture for my badge, they also have a sign very prominently, do not lose it, it will cost you $100. And that probably makes us keep track of those badges. This is the marketplace portion of RECon, in which we can go and find things that we might want to purchase for our real estate holdings. This is Boomerang, the robotic valet, a very interesting, almost new idea, 4 years old, with the first installation about a year ago. And this is an idea of using modern technology to park cars, and when used in the right locations, not particularly a location where everybody dumps out of the theater at the same time, but like a hospital, a shopping center where people are constantly moving. Anyway, they can park cars robotically in about half the space that's normally required. And you can also use your iPhone, right? You can even use your iPhone to call for your car when you're a block away from picking it up, and it will be ready when you get there. Neat, neat, neat. Electric Time Company is located in Massachusetts, and they make their products in America. They make these huge clocks that could be purchased by cities, malls, schools, churches, etc. This particular clock that we see will last a lifetime, but if you want to buy one, it may be around $11,000. We're at the MPSI Market Planning Solutions Incorporated booth, and there's a sign that says New Traffic Data Product. And Greg Hines is going to tell us what possibly is new.
New about traffic. Well, we found the last 10 years we produce a standard traffic product consolidating all the DOT and municipality counts in the U.S. And with the new product is counties and cities no longer have the money to do accounting in many cases, so we've developed models to bring that up to current year to help retailers get a more accurate assessment of the current conditions based on changes in the economy, demographic changes, and that kind of thing. So now they can have a reliable, modeled current year traffic count.
You gave an example of one city that...
The city of Baltimore, for instance, hasn't done a comprehensive traffic count program in 9 years. So if somebody was interested in the Baltimore area, they would have very old data to work from.
And so they should come to you.
They should come to us.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you.
If you want a very sturdy trash container, this one is made with a steel top, made by Wabash Valley Manufacturing, and as the sign says, the cost is $987 each. More trash containers. Plastic, sleek design, polycarbonate. I don't know whether you can see the fountains. I think you can in the video. Yeah, doesn't do it justice, but you can see that we have a fountain, we have colored lights, the whole package, the fountains, the lights, etc. Package starts at about $250,000, and the gentleman here, though, said there are some individuals who want this kind of display in their home, and they pay the price. Very lovely, and when I was here before, there was quite a crowd. The Las Vegas Convention Center is in a part of Clark County called Paradise Township. And what do you know? We have Paradise coffee being served at the Las Vegas Convention Center. There are a number of companies in the marketplace that offer help in site selection for your store. In other words, if you're a Walgreens, you want to be in the absolute busiest location that you can. I'm sure they have their own people, but anyway, you see a lot of the words of strategic, analytics for real estate, unified insight for site selection. Every industry has its own niche publication. This is Shopping Center Business. Want to attract youngsters to your restaurant? You see the folks at Playtime. This is the live roof exhibit, and quite fascinating actually that for new buildings particularly they might want to install live plants on the roof of the building. In this particular example, these are succulents that stay about this height, so we're not growing 10 feet tall. These are small little plants. They are grown in about 6 inches of soil. The fact that you would cover your roof with these plants means that your roof membrane might last twice as long as ordinarily. And if you have storm water, it delays the storm water from, some of it will stay with the plants, the rest of it will slowly go into the sewers. Anyway, this is very interesting. I know I'm from Chicago, and we have one of our city buildings that has all greenery on the roof, and it seems to be working fine. This is a clock by the Verdun Company, building clocks since 1842. This particular clock was originally built for FAO Schwartz, and it was so popular with youngsters that they've made duplicate clocks for a number of locations where youngsters like to watch the goings-on. Also, the gentleman here mentioned, yes, we built the clock at Marshall Fields in Chicago. That was a favorite meeting place, meet under the clock at Marshall Fields. And he added, we also built the clock that is on the ground at Michael Jackson's estate. So these folks have quite a history in the clock business. Here's an unusual exhibitor, for me anyway, Dr. Gum. It's not so unusual when you think about it. This is a company that makes high-powered steam equipment. I hope you can see their video. That mixes with an environmentally safe detergent to clean everything. You can get gum off of streets, graffiti off of walls, etc. And this is the brains of the outfit, this great big thing here.
The heart of the operation.
The heart of the operation
Boilers.
is the boiler, and you can see here, this is a pretty good photo of how fast it works.
How badly it is with pressure washing. It's a pressure washing application.
Oh my goodness.
Which is very wasteful.
It's got to be a mess to clean up a shopping center after people spit their gum and walk on their gum and all of that. So Dr. Gum is here. This is the South Hall restaurant called Aces. And during a large convention, it is packed with people, as it is at the real estate convention.
Cool. Well, I guess that's it, huh? Thanks, guys.
I came to the end of the presentation by the guy with the long hair. Many conventions have bookstores. The sponsor of this convention, the International Council of Shopping Centers, has this bookstore. We're in the Central Hall, the leasing area, and this is where there are companies that own, develop, and lease store spaces all over the country, maybe even all over the world. And they will have folks come to them and say, we want to establish, for example, a Radio Shack store in your shopping center in Philadelphia. And that's why business is done here, and almost, well, not everybody's in suits, but there are certainly lots of suits. This is where the retailers are coming to the developers and deals are made. So most of the exhibits in this hall are simply offices, really offices. Lots of conversation and business is being done here. One of the interesting things in the hallways of RECon are photographs of shopping centers and lifestyle centers all over the world. This unusual looking center is in Wuhan, China, and there are many pictures of shopping areas around the world in these hallways. So clearly the U.S. is not the only place that enjoys huge shopping malls. Here's a shopping center under construction in Moscow. This photograph is of the shops at Summerlin, which are called In Development. Sao Paulo, Brazil. We're in the South Hall, and this is still the leasing area, but there are exhibitors who are individual retailers who are looking for new locations or trying to get rid of excess property. There are also cities who have exhibits here. Come home to Highland, a great place to do business. This is California. I'm at the Oliver Macmillan exhibit, and this model, which is just huge, was explained to me was a busted development in Atlanta, Georgia, and these folks, the Oliver Macmillan folks, have taken it over, and they brought it to this show to talk to folks about leasing, to talk about financing, and also to promote their own company as a developer. And so far they're very happy with what's gone on at this show. The model is just gorgeous. After a long day at a convention, one may be tempted, but the sign says, "Do not sit on the stairs." As we prepare to leave the show, there are the last 3 people I see conducting business. I heard in passing one man say, "Well, I'm crossing my fingers, but it looks like the real estate business is perking up at least a little." So with that positive note, we say farewell to RECon.